They told us 3I Atlas was just another interstellar comet, a harmless rock from beyond our solar system. But recent data reveals something far more terrifying than NASA admits. This object isn't drifting aimlessly. It's active, it's structured, and is doing things that defy every law of physics we know. Michio Kaku has warned about this for years, and now the evidence is piling up. What if 3I Atlas isn't a visitor at all, but a harbinger of something that could change our world forever? Stick around as we uncover the terrifying truth NASA doesn't want you to know. If this already has you hooked, hit like right now and subscribe for more revelations. And tell me in the comments, do you think NASA is hiding the full story? Let's start with what we know, or what NASA admits. 3I Atlas was first spotted racing toward our sun, labeled as the third interstellar object ever detected, following Oumuamua and Borisov. But from the beginning, it was different. Its trajectory was too precise, aligned almost perfectly with the ecliptic plane where our planets orbit. Statistically, that's rare for a random space rock, less than a 5% chance, according to Harvard astrophysicist Loeb. NASA downplayed it, calling it a natural comet. But as it passed close to Mars, the Perseverance rover captured images that tell a different story. The object appears elongated, not the irregular lump of ice we'd expect. Its surface reflects light in ways that suggest metallic alloys, not dusty rock. And here's the first terrifying detail. There's no visible tail. Comets always develop tails as solar heat sublimates their ice, creating glowing streams of gas and dust pushed away by solar wind. Physics demands it. But 3I Atlas shows only a faint, directed trail, pointing inward toward the sun, as if defying the wind. What kind of object ignores basic laws like that? Is NASA admitting they don't know? Or are they hiding something more sinister? Think about that for a moment. If it's not a comet, what is it? Recent polarimetric observations add to the terror. When sunlight hits 3I Atlas, the light polarizes in extreme negative ways, minus 2.77% at a 6.4-degree phase angle. That's unprecedented. Normal comets show mild negative polarization from their dusty comas, but this is off the charts, suggesting dust grains that are rougher, more irregular, or made of unknown materials. Scientists say it hints at formation in a distant star system, perhaps billions of years old, older than our sun. But Michio Kaku takes it further in his mirror hypothesis. He warns that advanced civilizations could use such objects to simulate and control younger worlds, merging prediction with reality through resonance. What if 3I Atlas is testing that? The data shows it's not just reflecting light, it's emitting it, glowing in strange patterns not seen in natural comets. Could this be the terrifying sign of artificial design? If you're as unsettled as I am, pause and drop a comment. What do you think this glow really means? The anomalies don't stop there. As 3I Atlas approached Mars, the rover detected unusual chemical signatures around it, compositions matching Mars' own atmosphere, with high carbon ratios and traces of nickel without iron. That's a hallmark of industrial refining, not natural space rock. NASA admits the composition is unusual, but they won't say more. Why? Estimates put its mass at over 33 billion tons, 1,000 times heavier than any known comet. There's simply not enough rocky material in interstellar space to form something that massive naturally, as Loeb points out. He divides the anomalies into two categories: those we might explain with more data, like the faint trail and polarization, and those that could puzzle us forever, like its eerily precise trajectory aligning with the WOW signal from 1977. That signal, detected once and never explained, came from the same direction 3I Atlas arrived from, within 9 degrees. Coincidence? Loeb says those insisting it's natural must account for these unusual coincidences through physics alone. But what if they can't? What if NASA admits privately that this is far more terrifying, perhaps an engineered probe scanning our system? Now imagine the implications. If 3I Atlas is artificial, its behavior becomes even more alarming. During its Mars flyby, the rover recorded increased surface activity, dust storms and devils swirling as if disturbed by an external force. NASA calls it coincidence, but the timing is too perfect. And then there's the signal. Observers have detected faint pulses from 3I Atlas repeating every 23 seconds, matching Earth's Schumann resonance, the natural electromagnetic frequency of our planet's magnetic field. Kaku has long theorized that Type 3 civilizations could communicate through such resonance, using entire worlds as relay nodes. In his words, prediction at cosmic scale is indistinguishable from control. What if this object is syncing with Earth, mirroring our own signals back at us? The rover image shows a directed energy trail, not random gas, curving as if aimed at us. Is NASA admitting they can't explain it, or are they terrified of what it means? Pause here if this is blowing your mind. Subscribe now so you don't miss the updates, and comment. Have you noticed any strange signals lately? Let's break down why this is so terrifying. Normal comets lose mass chaotically as they heat up, their paths wobbling from gas jets acting like tiny thrusters. But 3I Atlas sheds gas without deviating. Its trajectory remains laser precise, as if stabilized by internal control. Loeb estimates a 30 to 40% chance it's artificial, based on these puzzles. He argues that if natural explain the mass, there's limited rocky material in space to build something this giant. Kaku adds that if it's a probe, the 23-second pulses could be a boot sequence, activating a network where planets become circuitry. Think about the WOW signal again. Detected in 1977, a strong narrowband radio burst never repeated. Now 3I Atlas arrives from the same direction, emitting similar frequencies. NASA admits the alignment is interesting, but they won't speculate. Why? Is it far more terrifying than they let on? Perhaps a response to our own signals arriving after decades? As 3I Atlas races toward perihelion, its closest solar approach, the stakes rise. At that point, solar flux will bombard it with gigawatts of energy. A natural comet would erupt in tails and possibly shatter from tidal forces. But if artificial, as Kaku's hypothesis suggests, it could harness that power for a maneuver, altering course, or even transmitting stronger signals. The terrifying part? It's currently in solar conjunction, hidden behind the sun from our view. We can't observe what it's doing right now. NASA admits their instruments are limited during this window. But is that the full story? Loeb warns that the object's time passes by Mars, Venus, and Jupiter seem too perfect, as if planned. What if it's mapping our system, syncing with Earth's resonance to mirror us? Every 23 seconds, a pulse. Every 23 seconds, something aligns. If you're feeling the terror building, like and share this video with someone who needs to see it. What's your biggest fear about 3I Atlas? Digging deeper, the polarization data is a key clue. Light scattering around 3I Atlas shows extreme negative values, far beyond any known comet. This suggests dust that's not from our solar system, perhaps engineered for efficiency. Kaku explains in his theories that advanced tech could manipulate light and energy at quantum levels, creating mirrors that predict and influence reality. What if 3I Atlas is such a mirror, reflecting our own signals back amplified? NASA admits the composition includes alloys rare in nature, similar to those in human spacecraft. But they won't address the 23-second pulses matching our 1970s beacons. Loeb calls it a statistical improbability, pushing for accountability. Explain these coincidences naturally, or consider the alternative. The alternative? Something far more terrifying. An intelligence that's been watching, waiting, and now admitting its presence through actions NASA can't ignore. As we approach perihelion, the questions multiply. Will 3I Atlas disintegrate like a comet, or emerge stronger, its signals louder? Kaku warns that if it's a relay, Earth's magnetic field could become part of a galactic network, with us as unwitting participants. The pulses are already syncing every 23 seconds, a beat that some claim they feel in their own bodies, like a global hum. NASA admits monitoring has increased, but details are classified. Is it terrifying because it's beyond our control? Loeb estimates the odds rising with each anomaly. What if the object's mass and stability mean it's designed to survive, to signal, to change everything? Think about that. Every 23 seconds, the universe might be speaking. Are we listening? In the end, 3I Atlas is far more terrifying than NASA admits, not just a rock, but a mystery that could rewrite our place in the cosmos. Kaku's words ring true. The universe is stranger than we can imagine. If this has you questioning everything, subscribe now for the next update. Like if you're terrified too, and comment your theory. Is 3I Atlas artificial, and what is it signaling? Share this with friends. Let's uncover the truth together. Thanks for watching, and remember, the next pulse is only 23 seconds away.